Today we're boarding Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas mega cruise ship for a cruise to India, but it's going to be completely chaotic and not everything's going to go to plan. So join us on board one of our favourite Royal Caribbean cruise ships where we'll show you around, tell you what we love, and we'll try some of that amazing cruise food and all of the stuff that the ship has to offer. It's bound to be an epic adventure, so let's go! Well, ahoy there, cruisers, and welcome to what I like to call the surface of the sun. We're here in Dubai at our family's house, and we're about to get on a cruise of a lifetime. We're going to be calling it India, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore. We are so excited to take you along on this adventure. We're all packed and we're all ready, so let's make our way to the port. Super excited to be spending it with family as well. Hi, Oscar.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
Are you excited? What's today?
Cruise day.
Woohoo, should we get going?
Yeah. Tell me if you're excited too. Say it in the comments.
We're very excited. I think everybody's going to be excited for this. Let's go! It was time to get on our cruise and leave my brother's house. We had so much luggage. We got a taxi to the port. It took about an hour, and once we arrived, well, it was complete chaos. There were bags just about everywhere, scattered all over the place, and completely no organisation. It was very un-Royal Caribbean-like, but we'll let them off because they don't depart from this port of Dubai very often. Once we finally managed to drop our bags off, we entered the big check-in room, and oh my gosh, there was literally thousands of people. We ended up waiting around 2 hours in the line to get checked in, but don't feel sorry for us because some people were in that line for 4+ hours, which was absolutely crazy. It was pretty bad, guys. It wasn't a very great experience to the start of the cruise, but anyway, we don't care because we're on board for 14 nights. We went through security very quickly, and then we saw the ship, and we were like, oh yay, it's finally time to get on. Then we finally got on the ship. So we are all on board. That was definitely worth it in the end, even though it was a bit of a pain. Now, once on board, we've got a few things to do. We're going to go book our dining in the main dining room because we're on the My Time dining. Now, this is the more flexible type dining. I would really recommend making reservations as soon as you get on board because we want to book it every night at about 6:45 just so it's okay for the boys. And we also want to book some specialty dining as well. We want to do 3 of the meals, so we're going to book that as well. Head to our muster drill to get all of that sorted out. We did the rest of the muster drill using the Royal Caribbean app on the taxi here, so that was really easy to do. And then we're going to go get some lunch. But very happy to be on board, really am, and so excited to start this epic 14-day adventure. David's went to get his lunch, so we went to the very back of the ship. It's called Cafe 270, and it's in this beautiful arena at the back of the ship with lots of windows. Now, this is a top tip on the Quantum class ships like Anthem, Odyssey, Quantum of the Seas, all of those ships, because this area is so quiet on boarding day, so it's the perfect place to come and grab some lunch and avoid the chaos of the buffet. The food here is really good as well. They've got a huge selection of salads, things like hot meats, so you can have a hot meat sandwich, treat yourself, normal sandwiches, and I just love that salad bar, and loads of desserts and fruit as well. Now, I did notice something new. They have some paid desserts, which we've never seen before on Royal Caribbean, so that's a bit of a shame. They do look very nice, but they are an extra charge. We're seeing all of these charges come in through all of the cruise ships lately. It's just something we've got to deal with. You can also buy coffee there as well at the back. So we're going to sit down, relax. We've done everything now. We've got everything sorted out, and we can start enjoying the food and the cruise.
Love 270, the fact that you can just grab a salad, grab some soup, all sorts of things. It's our favourite spot to come to on boarding day. I'm sure Ben has said it's always quiet, which it is right now. So I got myself a salad, which is very lovely. It's great because you can choose whatever you want on it, all the different toppings, and have like pasta salad as well, and pesto pasta, which is my favourite. And then I got myself a 4-cheese sandwich, which has 4 types of cheese in there.
Is that blue cheese?
I think one of them is blue.
Oh no.
So stay away from me because I'm going to be very stinky and probably.
Oh, David, that's disgusting. If you like blue cheese, let us know in the comments, and if you don't, let us know as well, because I'm not a fan.
Nuts of sweaty socks, dirty feet, that is a strong blue cheese. But it's great because there's loads of options. And this one was toasted as well, so it's nice and melted. It's really good. Love 270, like I said.
Of course, I went for a salad as well because I really do love that salad bar, and it really is a lifesaver when you're trying to lose a little bit of weight as well. Because if you didn't know, I'm halfway through my weight loss journey, and things like a salad bar are a lifesaver because it means I can still eat really nice food but eat healthily and low calorie as well. I know you're on vacation, you don't want to hear about losing weight on holiday, but this is our job, so we're always on them. So this is so lovely. I got loads of chicken, Thai noodle salad, lettuce, potatoes. Oh, delicious. Very, very good indeed. Lovely start to the cruise.
lunch is done and it was nice and quiet in there the whole time. It's always a good spot to go to on boarding day. Right, now we're heading to our cabin, and this one is a really unusual one and it's very unique. So you want to take a look at that in our next video to see what that is all about. But also, if you want to check out more from us and see more behind the scenes videos about what we do between the cruises, when we're not on camera and before the sailing, you can check out our Patreon by clicking the link in the description section below. In return, you also receive advert-free videos, behind the scenes like I said, and we do a monthly Zoom chat as well, which is a lot of fun. So thanks for all your support, patrons. You really do help us create even more content. The ship's actually still pretty quiet. I do think it's a full sailing, but I think everyone's still held up in the port, so it's really quiet, because sometimes like boarding days can be completely hectic, but this one's pretty chill so far.
Whoa, guys, how cool is this ship? Now, if you didn't already know, Anthem of the Seas is a quantum class ship, so it's a different type of ship from Royal Caribbean, and it definitely is one of our favourite ones. We've just been up to see our cabin. Oh my gosh, it's so different to anything we've had on this ship before. Like David said, we'll show you that in the next episode. But we're going to take you on a quick tour of Anthem of the Seas, just to tell you why we like it and some of the areas that we especially like on the ship. Let's go.
The heart of the ship is the Royal Espadrille, or sometimes called the Royal Promenade.
Esplanade, David.
Esplanade.
Esplanade.
At the heart of the ship is the Royal Espadrille. Isn't that a shoe?
No, what are you talking about?
The Royal Esplanade, it's the heart of the ship. It's not as big as some of the others, but we quite like it because it's nice and compact and it has all your favourite stuff on here. You've got Sorrento's Pizza, you have got the Cafe Promenade, lots of shops, we've got the Zoomy, we've got Wonderland, and also the Robot Bar as well. Always stuff going on here all the time, lots of parties and things like that happening on here. I can't wait for them.
As well as the main dining rooms and things like the buffet and the quick service areas, you've got several specialty restaurants as well. These are extra pay restaurants. You've got a Zoomy, which is the Asian style restaurant. There aren't actually that many. David mentioned Wonderland, which is a really, really cool one. We're going to be eating there in our next episode. And of course, you've got Chops Grill, which is the famous American steakhouse. Now, one of our favorite places on this ship is the Schooner Bar, just because it's so big. Here you'll find lots of things like live music, trivia, and really good drinks. But what we love about this ship is that this bar is really big, because it does tend to get really busy, and there's always seats here, which is really fabulous. Let's go have a look at some other stuff.
Just having a look in the theatre, because one thing we love on Royal is the entertainment. It is so good, and they still do big productions and Broadway and West End shows as well. Looking at you, Norwegian Cruise Line, who's not doing them anymore. On here, it is We Will Rock You, which is awesome because it's a fabulous musical and I can't wait to see it. They also have other productions as well and guest visiting acts. But the theatres are always so huge on Royal Caribbean ships, which we absolutely love because theatre, food, they make a cruise for us.
Now, one thing you'll find on every Royal Caribbean ship is the Crown Lounge. Now, this is for people in the loyalty scheme. You have to be a Diamond member or above. We're now Diamond members, so we definitely recommend joining the loyalty scheme because we get things like 4 free drinks every single day, alcohol drinks as well, which is fabulous. And you can use the lounge whenever you want. There's a coffee machine. There's usually snacks for breakfast and things like that. And we really like this space because this one's got windows. Some of the ships don't. So this is a nice little area to come and relax and get away from it all. It is a shame they don't have anything on now food-wise, but I'm sure they will later on. But we'll definitely be back. We've not been on this type of ship before because we only just made Diamond a few months ago. Love it, being a Diamond member. I feel like Rihanna. Treat yourself. More posh. Look at me. Diamond. Got no diamonds though. Treat yourself because diamonds are forever.
Now, one thing we love is the music hall because it's just so massive. It's over 2 decks and it is huge. There's a couple of bars in here. There's pool tables that are complimentary to use, live entertainment, live quizzes and things like that. Sometimes when there's a live show and it is quite hard to get to actually see the stage. But if you're not too bothered, if you want to come here and chill, there's actually plenty of seating. And like I said, it is just so big, which is really nice because newer ships, the things tend to be getting smaller and smaller, but this is still a really nice big venue.
We're heading towards the back of the ship now where we were earlier on with the 270 venue, which is such a nice venue. You get some really fantastic shows there as well, which is awesome, including those robotic screens, which is fabulous. But this ship is just very, very pretty indeed. There's something about it. She looks very modern. I love all of the artwork and the quirky bits about the ship ship as well. It is really, really lovely. Feels like I'm home, guys. This is one of my favourites, and I'm glad it hasn't changed. It's looking very nice indeed, even after all of these years.
Very excited to try all the food again, all the included food, the specialty food. We know Royal's food has been hit and miss on some of our past cruises, but we're thinking positive food thoughts here, guys. Fingers crossed this is a good cruise and the food is going to be a big hit.
Whoa, wow, so this ship is absolutely blooming massive. Now, not quite as big as the biggest class of ships in the world, so the Oasis class of ships and the Icon class of ships. Now, they are the biggest in the world, but she is huge nonetheless, so do not be mistaken. This ship still is massive, but I love her. She's just the right size for us.
Came out to the outside decks and the outdoor areas are really lovely. You've actually got 3 different pool areas. You've got the adults only solarium, you've got the family solarium and the outdoor pool area, which is nice. So there's a summit for everybody. Now you might be thinking, well, why are you in a solarium on a hot cruise? Because sometimes it gets too hot and it's still nice to have a solarium which is nice and air conditioned. Also behind me, you've got the North Star, which overlooks the main pool area, and there's also a big screen as well.
She's just rising now, David. She's going up.
Up she goes. Bye.
One other thing that we love about this type of ship is the Seaplex. Now, this is the multi-stage arena where you can do things like dodgem cars, rollerblading, even gymnastics and things like that. Gymnastics. There's also the Seaplex hot dog house as well, where you can get complimentary hot dogs, which is really cool. We're definitely going to be doing this with Oscar and the kids. He loves a bit of dodge and bumper cars, but it's a great thing to see on a cruise ship. This is one thing that we do love about Royal Caribbean, is that they are changing the face of cruising, really. They're bringing all of these brand new things like ice skating arenas, even though there isn't one on this ship, and big venues like this, which no other cruise line did. Royal Caribbean were the OGs at starting to do this, and everybody else is now copying, but love it in here.
All of these ships have like a mascot, and on this one, it's a giant giraffe with a rubber ring around it. I'm gonna name it Jeffrey. Jeffrey the giraffe. And at the very back of the ship, you've got the I Fly By Ripcord and the Flow Rider. Now they are complimentary, but for the shorter sessions, you can pay more for longer sessions on both of them. Both really fun experiences. Actually, I found the Flow Rider actually quite terrifying. I've done it once before and I have never dared to do it again, but it is still a really fun surfing experience. And I love the Ripcord. Who can say you can skydive on a cruise ship? Well, you can on this ship. I can't wait to be doing it on this cruise.
We're gonna head back to the cabin now to unpack for our 2-week adventure. We had to bring so many blooming clothes, and then we'll go for sail away and for some dinner as well. Like we said earlier on, she is a really big ship, but this ship just doesn't feel like the other big ships, like we mentioned before. Like the Icon of the Sea, she feels a lot smaller, more intimate, and definitely a little bit more adult. We just like it. There's something about this type of ship. I can't put my finger on it, but it's definitely one of my favourites.
Well, we didn't have to bring loads of clothes, did we, Ben?
Well, I went a bit of shopping in Dubai, David. There's no harm in that.
There isn't no harm in that, but I do feel like Ben has moved in on the cruise ship.
Well,
I probably saw him coming and thought, is he a crew member? The amount of clothes you brought, but it's nice to have options, isn't there?
Definitely.
And there's no laundry on the ship, which is annoying, so you actually do need 2 weeks worth of clothes. So we are all unpacked and we are all changed for dinner tonight. We've actually nabbed ourselves a free session on the North Star quickly before dinner. You can do that on the app. The North Star is free while you're in port, but if you're out sailing, there is an extra charge for it. So keep an eye out for that. If you want to do the North Star, make sure you do it while you're in port and save a little bit of money.
We've gone to the North Star.
You excited?
Yeah. Here we go, guys.
We didn't realise, but there's a height limit, so Teddy can't come on, but everybody else can. But Sophie's really scared of heights, so let's do this. Let's go on the North Star. Wow. How cool is this?
Yeah. But I have second thoughts about doing this.
You've got second thoughts?
Yeah, I got second thoughts.
I'm looking forward to this. You're going to get a slightly higher view of Dubai. And you do get a good view of the ship as well. But yeah, I think it just goes up and down while you're in port. It doesn't go off to the side. They only do that when they're sailing, and like I said, that's an extra charge.
Wow, it really is quite high up. It is very scary, so if you are afraid of heights, this probably isn't for you. It's a bit crazy. We are a lot higher than I thought we would be. Oscar keeps saying everybody looks like cats up here. It's very cool indeed. It's beautiful. It's a shame it's a little bit misty here in Dubai today. We'll see if we can do it another day, maybe in another port. Was that fun, Oscar?
Yeah. And it definitely wasn't scary. Definitely.
That was a lot of fun. You have to book it as soon as you get on the ship though, so use the app, the Royal Caribbean app, and get that booked for one of the free sessions because they do sell out really quickly. Same goes for the iFly by Ripcord, so the parachuting simulator at the back of the ship. Get that booked in as soon as you get on board the ship. You can't do it beforehand, you have to do it once you're connected to the ship's Wi-Fi. Right, time for sail away in just a few minutes. That's it. We're off, guys. We're leaving Dubai for our 14-day adventure and starting our way to go down under as well. We're going to Australia and New Zealand afterwards, so stick me in a pouch and call me a kangaroo. We're on our way, fellas. Oh, g'day. Very excited indeed. We'll see you later, Dubai. Next stop, India. Well, not truly. Next stop, the main dining room. Let's go get some dinner, shall we? It's almost dinner time and I'm very hungry. We're just going to go for a quick pre-dinner drink. Then we're going to head to the main dining room where we are eating tonight. I'm very excited. So let's do this. Oh, he's back. He's been hiding. Where have you been hiding, Oscar?
In there.
Just having a little pre-dinner drink before the main dining room, and I'm very, very excited, looking forward to it, because I am hungry. I've had a little cheeky look at the menu tonight, and it's a taste of Mexico.
Mexico!
I know, but I think I'm going to get the butter chicken, that very Mexican dish.
It's a bit Indian though, isn't it, David? But we are going to India, so...
Yeah, exactly. I'm just preparing myself for India, which sounds crazy because I've never been to India before, and I am so excited. So, yeah, next stop, Mumbai.
Can I just say though, I think I mentioned it earlier on, but getting into India is such a pain in the neck, guys. The visa form that you have to fill out is literally about 40 pages long and they want to know absolutely everything about your history. And we've got to go to an immigration meeting tomorrow for a face-to-face immigration meeting. And then every time we're in India, so the 2 times we go, we have to go line in a big line and go through the immigration centre, show QR codes. We've had to print out extra copies of our passports, extra copies of everything. It is such a pain. You think that we'd want to immigrate there. Now, I have been to India a few times before when I used to be cabin crew, so when I used to be a flight attendant, and I remember them being very, very over the top with wanting to get into the country, and you were sort of given a grilling like, do you want to stay here? Like, I'm not going to stay in India. I live in the UK. I'm in one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Not that India isn't, but we certainly wouldn't want to go live there. But yeah, it's been a bit of a pain in the backside. We've had to pay for visas and all sorts. So hopefully it all goes smoothly and we'll be in Mumbai in no time. I'm so excited to see Mumbai again. So it's going to be fabulous. And we're going there on a cruise. It feels so weird. 1,000 miles to go, the captain said. So off we go. Oh, have you got Teddy, David? Isn't he beautiful? Hi, Teddy.
Hi.
Hi, gorgeous.
Teddy is Mr. Wriggly Pants at the moment. It's on his 2nd ever cruise. How lucky is he?
Teddy, look, what's this? What's this?
Look yourself.
Hello.
Teddy.
Who's that?
He's a handsome.
Who's that, Teddy? Oh, isn't he gorgeous? Oh, the family mirrors. Who's that? Oscar's winking at himself.
So it was a little bit of a wait to get in, even though we had a reservation. We are on My Time Dining, but we've made a reservation for every single night, and we're in the American Icon Grill.
Yeah, so Mexican night, so we popped in our orders. We also had the bread plate as well, or the bread baskets. It is so hard not to eat every single piece of bread, trust me. I got the corn cakes for starters, so the sweet corn cakes. I mean, it looks a little bit underwhelming, but we'll have a little try, won't we? Get a bit of everything on there. It's seasoned really well. It's actually very tasty. Nice and sweet. Lovely crunchy corn. Very good indeed. A nice little starter.
I went for the pepper soup. Now, I expected it to be red, but it's actually green. And it's got some corn in here, some peppers, and this was also one of the Mexican starters. Actually has a slight bit of spice to it, just a little bit. Just in the back of your tongue, it's like, hello, I'm here. Not too spicy, but it's a good starter. The soup's always a great option in the main dining room. It's always a solid choice.
Teddy is definitely enjoying his spaghetti bolognese as well. He's loving all of the food. Filling himself up, takes after his uncle. I'm very proud. Ooh, so for my main course, I got the chicken. The grilled chicken. It actually looks quite nice. It's got some little roasted potatoes on there, carrots, broccoli, and it's got a thyme jus. We love a good jus. Chicken is a little bit chewy, but it's actually really nice. The flavour of the jus is very delicious. The roasted potatoes are really nice, and there's some hidden spinach into there as well. Truly treating myself tonight. Very good.
I went for the butter chicken. It also comes with some rice and a little side of poppadoms, roti, and some sauce as well. Raita. Let's give it a go, shall we? I love Indian food. It's nice. It's got no spice to it though at all. A little bit bland actually, flavour-wise. I would have expected a lot more flavour and a lot more heat in that. A little bit disappointing.
I couldn't resist. I'm already cracking into my apple cobbler. It is very good, guys. Loads of cinnamon and sugar, very crunchy and warm, and lovely ice cream as well. Oh, I love apple pie. And this one doesn't disappoint, which is great.
I got the tres leches, light as air, really, really delicate in flavour and absolutely delicious. It's always a good choice.
It was actually really good. Obviously, my favourite meal was the dessert. I got apple crumble. And then the main was like it was Mexican night, so I got an enchilada. It had a little bit of sour cream on top. It was really nice, but there's one thing that made it better. It was like really dry. There was no sauce in it, so more sauce would make it better. Maybe a little bit of guacamole, yeah. And the starter, they got the corn cakes. They were really nice. I love the texture.
Oh, so a lovely day, but we are very, very tired now. So we're going to head to bed for our first night on board, and we'll see you in Mumbai, India. Guess what's behind me? Yes, it's India. We've arrived in Mumbai. How crazy is this? Can't believe we're here, guys. Anyway, just a quick update. It's been a bit of a pain to get here. It really has. We've all been forced through several very, very long lines and lots of bureaucracy and red tape to be able to get off. So we've got a tour booked. We'll fill you in with all of the details. We've had a bit of a problem with one of them, so I'll let you know who came in and saved the day. But I think it's time. Let's get off and explore the amazing city of Mumbai. I have never been so more excited. So we've arrived at the Green Gate. Now this is the exit of the port. My gosh, guys, that was a trial. It took us ages. It's taken us about an hour to get through because we had to stay in about 3 really long lines to get through. It's very hot. It is hard with children as well. It just seems very, very unorganised. That's the only thing. I think if it had a little bit more organisation, it would be so much more pleasant, but it was complete chaos everywhere. Everybody was trying to push in line. Absolutely nuts. We need to talk about some of the passengers on this cruise a little bit later on as well. Anyway, we did originally have a Viator tour booked, so we booked a tour through Viator, but at the last minute they changed the time to an hour earlier. We booked for 12:30, they wanted us to meet at 11:30. It's not possible because we're assigned an immigration time to get off. So we tried to cancel, but Viator are completely refusing to cancel. They said they would wait till 12 p.m, but our immigration time isn't till 12, so we've had to cancel that tour, so we can't recommend Viator. Even though there is some good tour operators on there, we've had to have multiple arguments about getting a refund, and they're just refusing to refund us, which absolutely sucks. It's completely ridiculous. So we're missing about $200. But Shore Excursion Group have came to the rescue, and we'll tell you all about them later on. We're just waiting for our tour guide who is meeting us here at the entrance, and we're going to go and do our tour. Super excited for this. Let's go explore Mumbai. Woohoo! Hiya, Oscar, you okay?
Yeah?
Are you excited for today?
Yeah?
We've got a lovely guide called Paul, and we've also got a driver as well, and we're going on a food tour, and we're going to see some of the big sights of Mumbai as well, the city of dreams, we're told. But this is what's really fantastic about not going on shore excursions sometimes. Now, we have booked through shoreexcursions.com, but they offer a whole array of different types of tours. So from private tours like this to smaller groups to standard groups. The average group size is actually only 12, and that's one of the things that we don't like about shore excursions, is that the groups can be huge, so you're on a massive coach with lots of people, and you don't get that authentic experience, but we are. So we're very excited. We're not going to be carted around, and because it's a private tour, it's very bumpy, guys. The roads are very, very bumpy here in Mumbai. We get to choose what we want to do as well, so if we want to stay longer somewhere, we can do.
And also, we got a private bus to ourselves, so we got a whole bus to ourselves. At the end of this tour, I'm going to try every seat.
You're going to try every single seat?
Yeah, every single one.
What are you most excited about seeing in Mumbai, Oscar, or doing?
Food.
The food. What do you want to try?
Chicken.
Butter chicken, is that your favourite?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. Are you, Oscar?
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. What a day.
So the first stop on our tour of Mumbai is the train station, the central train station, and I love trains. So we're going to have a look inside, see the hustle, the bustle. And already from the outside, the architecture is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful.
Holy moly, this train station is crazy. It looks like St Pancras in London. Absolutely bloomin' stunning. I was not expecting this. Crazy. Wow, let's go inside and have a look. Grab some food. We're going to have a traditional Mumbai breakfast. Hope our tummies survive this. Delhi belly. As you can imagine, traffic here in Mumbai is absolutely insane. So the first experience of the day was crossing the road, but we survived, guys. We crossed like a local. But yeah, traffic is insane here. There's constant beeping and cutting in. It's just absolutely nuts. I absolutely, definitely would not want to drive here in Mumbai. I think it would be quite dangerous indeed.
This train station, absolutely massive. Must have cost millions of pounds.
Millions of pounds or millions of rupees.
Yeah.
This station is so busy, it goes to all parts of India. Over 1 million people use this station every single day to commute into the city. That just shows you how hectic and busy this place is.
Can you hear the hecticness in the background? It's crazy.
I think the soundtrack of Mumbai is just cars horning. Horning? No.
Oh, that's what she said.
It's just the sound of cars bibbing their horns constantly. So we came to Shivla, which is a veg restaurant, and really interesting, they have two sections with two different menus. There's the aircon section and the non-aircon section. So I think you pay a little bit more if you want to be in the aircon, which obviously we do, and this is our first stop on the food tour.
So we're starting off with a bit of a feast. We've got a breakfast feast. We've got a few little dishes. Teddy's already tucking in. He loves the spicy food. Oh, that's delicious. It's second to none. Oh my gosh, we've got some huge pancakes now. Do you have to try these as well?
So I'm trying the rice pancakes for breakfast. It comes with like a spiced dip as well on the side. Very light and fluffy. So I've got myself a masala tea to end the meal with. Very sweet. Actually really, really tasty and delicious. I think you'd like this, Ben. It's a really sweet tea.
So we came to the market, guys. This is madness. It's absolutely fantastic. I just love it. The people are really nice as well. But yeah, lots and lots of different shops here. You've got sweets, spices, cigarettes, home stuff, fruit. You even have pets what you can buy as well, guys. It's pretty overwhelming, it really is, but it's pretty awesome at the same time as well. Just walking through, looking at all of the shops, it is nuts. I feel very much out of place here. We are the odd ones out, but it's fabulous to be here.
When I thought of India, this is exactly what I thought of. It is so intense. It's complete and utter madness, chaos. The smells are not always pleasant. The sound is so noisy constantly, but the architecture is absolutely stunning and it is just so intense. That is the word. It's quite overwhelming at times, actually. There's a lot going on.
Wow, guys, this whole thing is just so fascinating. It's fantastic to learn some of the culture, history about India and their people. Obviously, it is quite a poor country as well, so we're seeing a lot of sort of famine and things like that, and it just makes us just realise how lucky we are, and like especially for Oscar as well, that he's getting to see this. It's just making us realise how lucky we are and fortunate we are to live in such a rich country, really, and have none of the problems that a lot of the people have problems with here. So we're very lucky, but it's incredibly eye-opening, and the tour so far is fantastic. We're getting right in with the people, being told and shared loads of interesting facts and stories. It's fabulous. It's definitely one of the best tours I've ever done, and the fact that we get to do it at our own pace is just so lovely. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to see what the rest of the day has to come. It's just, wow, overwhelming. Guys, so we just went into a lovely temple, and now Oscar is treating himself to an Indian head massage because he needs some relaxation on this busy day. Oscar, what does it feel like?
Like I've just went to heaven.
You just went to heaven. Is David having a head massage as well?
I don't have any pets. I look good.
You do look good. I love your hair, Oscar. It looks awesome.
David, your hair looks good too.
Well, I feel extremely relaxed now because I just had an Indian head massage. It was $1.50, and honestly, it was amazing. I don't know if they've done it on a bald head before, but he did a fantastic job. And they even had a vibrator and thing for my head.
Misses.
It just vibrated my whole head, but it was incredible. I even got an arm massage as well. I feel like absolute jelly now. This is so cool. I feel very immersed in the place that I'm going to. We've done a lot of tours. A lot of the time we sat on a coach. You know, this is that. But here we're actually trying stuff. We're going into the shops. Watch out.
Oh, jeez.
Almost getting run over by the cars, eating the food. It's a much better experience than I've ever had on a tour before. You've just really got to dive into it and go with it as well.
Yeah, we're so lucky that shoreexcursions.com saved our backsides. So they have provided this tour for us for free, guys. In return, we'll post it on our YouTube channel and give our honest opinion. I mean, so far it's fantastic. Now, one thing that we really like about shoreexcursions.com, and we have to mention, they have a back-to-ship guarantee. So basically, if you miss the ship for any unknown reason, which has not really ever happened before with shoreexcursions.com, they will get you to the next port, pay for any transportation, any hotels, And they'll also give you $1,000 per person as well as a goodwill gesture. So that's what we like about it, because any other shore excursion that you don't take from the ship, you're not guaranteed to get back on time. And if you miss the ship, it won't wait, because this is their just speciality. That's all they do is shore excursions, so they know what they're doing. And you can tell it's just great. It's really, really fabulous. Our guide's lovely. We feel in good, safe hands as well, which is nice. And if you do take a cruise shore excursion, it's going to be triple the price of this. I think this was about $200 per person. Might sound expensive, but this is a private tour, and that's for 6 people. So the more people you have, the cheaper it gets as well. But yeah, it's fantastic. I've been very, very impressed so far, and I'm really glad they came to the rescue and saved us from our Viator disaster, because that sucks, doesn't it, getting no bloomin' refund back either.
So this is another variation on the Mumbai burger. It's non-spicy. This is what's actually inside, and it's a potato.
Is it good?
Really good, really flavourful and delicious.
Like a patty?
Yes, it tastes really similar to a patty that we get in fish and chip shops in East Yorkshire at home, which is a fried potato burger. It tastes very, very similar. Next we have a special chai tea. It's been here for over 50 years. I don't know if Ben mentioned earlier, but this street is one of the busiest and everybody comes here for food. So it should be good. Hot. Oh, it tastes like drinking a dessert, like a Christmas spiced dessert. Absolutely full of spices, flavour. Sweet, but not spicy as in hot, as in like so flavourful. It's very delicious.
Just had some of the Bombay sandwich as well, which is very nice indeed, guys. My poor tummy though, I hope it can survive the day with all of the different types of food. But you know what, it's worth it. We've got a sea day tomorrow on our way to our next Indian port. So yeah, this is going to be such an awesome series, just because it's going to be so different to anything we've done before. And we're just so glad that you guys could come along with us. So thank you so much for joining us. So next up we came to Dobby Ghat. Now this is the biggest open air laundry. Oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like this. It's crazy. My brothers have said, how do they know which pair of jeans belongs to each person? Because there are so many different pieces of laundry. It is absolutely insane. Just look at it. There are thousands and thousands of pieces of clothes and lots of different washing areas and stuff. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, what a tour we've had today. We've been well and truly spoiled.
You also get a view of the station. The trains are going past. They don't close the doors on the trains because they don't have air conditioning. So some of the carriages are just completely open. That would certainly not pass health and safety in the UK. I'm getting full now, but we've got another food stop. This time we've came to the beach, and there's lots and lots of food stands here on the beach and picnic blankets where you sit down and eat your food on the ground. So we're going to try some of the food here, but oh my gosh, I am stuffed. I know we've only had like lots of bites of stuff, but there's been so much food and so many things to taste on this food tour. It's been amazing.
That was lovely. We tried a few little tasty treats, some little finger foods, and some Malai ice cream, which was very lovely. It's a local ice cream. It tastes like condensed milk, a little bit like caramel, but absolutely delicious. On to our next stop now. We're on the beach as well, which is fabulous. It's so lovely that they've got a beach here and all of the scenery around. It's just not what I expected, and I'm just thrilled. Gotta say though, it is busy and stressful and overstimulating, but the people are just so lovely. So you've just got to go with the flow, and once you do, you just have a fantastic time. It's great. It takes a few minutes to get used to. It takes a second, guys, because it is very different to home. But once you've got used to it, it's amazing. I'm just enjoying it so much.
So we've came for a quick stop, a quick respite in the centre of the city. We're at the Hanging Garden, and this is actually really beautiful. It's a huge open air garden space. It's completely free to come in and have a wander around. And it's a nice peaceful break from the chaos that is Mumbai. I don't think anything actually prepares you for how chaotic it actually is. It is so intense, and at times can be extremely overwhelming. It can be almost too much to take in. I found myself at times just been a little bit like walking around, not really taking anything in. So this little respite, really need this right now. This is the perfect remedy for that.
Oh, this is lovely. It's called the Hanging Gardens, and it's gorgeous. They've got loads of butterflies. We even found a large gecko as well, but the butterflies look unreal. Oh, what a beautiful stop right in the middle of Mumbai. What a gorgeous little park, and it's becoming like sunsetty now as well, so it feels really kind of like beautiful. The light is sort of unreal. Yeah, this is gorgeous, guys. What an amazing day we're having. This is just like amazing. I've never been anywhere like this before. It is just insane, beyond words. I'm so thankful to be here. It's just fabulous. So guys, we've came to another restaurant. This one's called Shiv Cigar, and it's a vegetarian restaurant once again. And we've got a plethora of food to try. Very excited, loving all of the food today. But the first thing I want to try is this poppadom, because it's just filled with lots of lovely onions and spices and coriander. Oh my gosh, let me go and grab a piece of this. I love poppadom. It's like a crisp or a chip if you're in the USA. And they're delicious. Let's have a little try, shall we? Get a bit of all that goodness on there. Slap me with a curry and call me spicy. Sporty spice. That is delicious. Oh, what are you doing there, David?
So I'm just spreading the onions and the lime on the pav bhaji, which is a vegetarian curry, and I'm going to go in for a taste. It's full of veggies with cheese as well on the top. I'm just going to dip the bread in. The bread is absolutely delicious as well. So flavourful. Like I said earlier, full of spice, but not heat. It's just full of flavour. Kind of like, almost like an Italian take on a curry. I don't know if that's a thing with the cheese and the tomatoes. Really good.
Then we have the pav bhaji, I think it's called, isn't it, David?
Yeah.
Here we go, down the hatch.
Down the hatch.
Really flavourful. Has a kick to it too, not super spicy though. And really cheesy. Love it.
Next up, we've got 4 of my favourite things: butter, cheese, garlic, and a naan. So it's a piece of bread. Look at it. It's basically like the Italian version of an Indian pizza.
Oh, I think
or
you
an
just...
Indian pizza. Let's have a try of it. It smells absolutely freaking delicious, guys. I'm just going to go for it. The flavour, it's on another level. So garlicky and infused with lots of spices. Right, should we take things to the next level now? So I'm going to dip it in some lovely paneer curry. Look at that, it looks so buttery and golden. That is an explosion in my mouth, an Indian explosion of deliciousness and spices and coconut and cream and oh, guys, this is absolutely freaking delicious.
Here we have the butter garlic naan and the paneer curry, and so here we are. Gonna taste it. Here we go.
Are you going to dip it in?
Slap me with a naan and call me grandma, because this is delicious. Super good. Love the texture. Super powerful too.
So we're also trying something unique as well. We're trying Indian Chinese food. So I think everywhere in the world has Chinese food. British Chinese is very different to American Chinese, which is completely different to Chinese. But this is the Indian take on it, using Indian spices in Chinese food. So it's a paneer-based dish as well. Oh, it just smells like Chinese food though. That's the nice thing.
Ginger.
It's like a more flavourful version of what we call Chinese. Less sweet, but more spice. Very nice ginger flavour in there as well. Really, really delicious. I actually think I prefer it to British Chinese. I'm just going to say that. Sorry, I do. I prefer this one.
So Oscar, tell us about our trip to Mumbai in India.
I think it's amazing. I really love it. It's very different where I normally live, but not different in a bad way. Different in a good way. I love it.
So our tour of Mumbai has came to an end. It's been such a fantastic day. Highly, highly recommend using shoreexcursions.com. Honestly, so fantastic. They also have a money back guarantee if you're not happy. And what I like is how easy it is to search for your cruise. So you basically just search for your cruise ship and the date, and it shows you all of the different shore excursions that are available, which is really, really good. Do stay subscribed, because we've got a whole Asia, Australia, New Zealand series coming up. It's going to be amazing with some incredible ports. We would also like to thank our patrons as well. You guys are amazing. In return, we give you things like extra behind the scenes episodes, extra episodes of our stuff that we're doing as well. So lots of extra episodes from this series. We also offer a monthly Zoom call as well, and so much more, including early access to our videos and ad-free access to our videos. So I guess that's it till next time.
Happy cruising.